Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome, welcome. It's been a really strange day for me today. I can't really explain why, but kind of inspired me to do this live. You know, sometimes we do stuff, right? We do things out of our comfort zones. We do things and we step out of our we step out of our comfort zone, if you would, and let's say, for example, you want to lose weight, you go to the gym for a couple of weeks. Let's say you want to gain weight, you go to the gym a couple of weeks, and I don't know, you want to get better at something. You're reading a book for a couple of weeks, but what happens is that nothing is changing. Have you noticed that? Like, you do things for a couple of weeks, maybe you go to the gym. I'm not saying just one night, all right? You go to the gym for a couple of weeks and you're like, you're not feeling it. Like in my case, I'll give it to you in my case. Um, this is actually a really good example. So let's say I've been wanting to gain weight. So for those of you who don't know, I've lost 49 pounds in the past year and a half, and I just found out a few months ago that my pancreas is shut down, right? And yeah, let's go, baby, let's go. If it sticks to me. So I've been trying to gain weight, right? I mean, it's just been I've been trying to gain weight, and 2 weeks ago, I had gained 11 pounds, right? So I had hit one. I know this is gonna sound crazy. It even sounds crazy to myself. I hit 129 pounds, right? 129 pounds, I had gained 11 pounds. I started at 118. And so, you know, I've been going to the gym. Now it's been 4 months after 2,032 days, which is, if you do the math, about 5.5 years. But, and then last week, I lost 5 pounds. So I'm trying my darnest to gain, and I go back. There's a reason why I'm telling you this story, obviously. And I gotta tell you, didn't feel good. Did not feel good. I didn't take my supplements last week, and I really think maybe that contributed, because that was the only thing that was different last week. So I didn't take my supplements. I had more episodes. I had it was just a mess. So I went backwards. I lost 5 pounds. So now this week when I started on Sunday, going back to the gym. Um, no stamina again. Like, I'm starting at 124. Haven't had really any food for a week, right? And now I'm trying to drag myself back into the gym and just kind of rework my way back up, right? And why am I sharing that story with you? I've shared this pancreas stuff a couple times now, but why am I sharing this whole back and forth about Issa John? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my man. So why am I sharing this whole losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight thing? It relates to my topic tonight, and I was thinking about that today. And it's the same thing with your business, your health goals, your marital goals, your family goals, whatever goals you may have. There's 3 points, three very important points that you gotta keep in mind about growth. You know, again, me trying to gain weight and then losing 5 pounds in a week, it's a lot. I basically lost a pound a day, right? And it's not like I can gain a pound a day. This is such an important point. See, I lost a pound a day, but this week I'm trying to gain, and it's not gonna happen a pound a day. three important factors or points to keep in mind about growth. And this is what I had to remind myself today, because myself, hi Shala June, how are you? Welcome, welcome, good to see you. So, because so many of us, when we don't experience growth at the speed that we want it at, what do? Throw in the towel, get disappointed, get totally thrown off, right? It's a scam, it ain't working, I knew it. 3 points to keep in mind about growth. The first point is that, I'm gonna say the points first, and then I'll explain them. 1 is that growth is continuous. Growth is continuous. 2, growth is endless. Endless. And the most important point, this is the most important point. It's continuous, it's endless, but it's also gradual. See, you may think that you can snap your fingers and boom, there you go. You read one book, a personal development book, and boom, you're good to go, right? You're set. I just got a brand new book from my mentor, surprised the heck out of me. I just opened the door and boom, there's a book from my mentor. Come on, right? Life Force. I think he wants me to read this. John Melton, the man. Okay. So, yeah, you read a personal growth book and you're like, well, I'm done. You just started. It's continuous. It's not like you brush your teeth one day and you're like, well, I'm good for the month. That doesn't make any sense, right? It's got to be continuous. It's got to be every day. It's a commitment. It's a lifestyle change. If you want to commit to growth, it's a lifestyle change. It's not like I want to grow, I'll read a book. Okay, well, I didn't grow, so books don't work. What? Does that even make sense? So growth is continuous, which means you got to continue to grow. That's one, but you got to continue to want to grow, right? So you got to continue to grow. 2, it's endless. On that same thought of continuous, it's endless. You can grow until the day you die. You can read a book until the day you die. You can learn about other people's experiences until the day you die. You can learn something new until the day you die. You can improve on you until the day you die. It's not like you can stop at like 62.5, 6, 7, 8. You can never stop. Why would you stop? The only creation that puts a limit on its growth, it's humans. Trees will grow as tall as they gotta grow, unless they are in a controlled environment where their growth is limited, usually by humans. Continuous, and it's endless. And the other thing is gradual. You can't expect to lose 50 pounds that you've put on in the past 2 years in 2 weeks. If you find a plan like that, we got to talk. It's gradual. Look, if I gain 2 pounds this week, hallelujah. I understand it's gradual. I understand when I talk to my prospects and I talk to 10, 15, 20 people a day and nobody responds. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody checks their stuff. All this stuff happens, and I do this for day in, day out. I understand that it's growth. I mean, it's growth, it's gradual. It just doesn't happen like that. How many successful people do you know that got it made overnight? Yeah, their overnight took like 18 years. You know, it's continuous. Growth is continuous. You got to keep that in mind. You can't just read one book and say, well, I'm good. You can't go to one webinar, one Zoom, one seminar, and then come out and be a guru. It just doesn't work like that. Besides, you got to put that stuff to practice. You read that book, what are you going to do with it? If I read this book, what good is it going to do for me if I don't apply any of the principles in here in my life? Doesn't make any sense. So it's continuous. You got to keep feeding your brain, flushing out the toxins. You know, people talk. Things happen. Crap happens in life, you know? You just gotta keep feeding yourself with positive stuff continuously, endlessly, forever. And understand that it's gradual. It's not gonna happen overnight. Look, you didn't gain the weight overnight. So for you to expect to lose it overnight is just, I'm sorry, it's not even, but look, people say it's unrealistic and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you it's dumb. Straight up dumb. Would you tell somebody, hey, you know, I know you gained this weight in 2 years, but man, I know you can do it. You're gonna lose that in overnight. Would you tell that to somebody? Why would you tell that to yourself? What on earth are you feeding yourself, your mind? That you're supposed to become this rock star, superstar overnight, over 2 months, over 3 months, over a year. I know. People have tried over and over. Hey, this light bulb, 10,000 times the guy tried. You know him. 9,999 times it didn't work. Yeah, overnight, 9,999 times. Overnight, 9,999 times. I've done a complete live on this before, right? So for me to beat myself up today that, hey, my business is not growing like the way I want it to, or my life isn't turning around like the way I want it to, or I'm not gaining the weight as fast as I want to, that's dumb. I had to remind myself that, Sean, that's dumb. That's dumb. I have to live with my principles, and I have to practice them, even though sometimes it's so tough to practice them. Sometimes I want to say, you know what? I don't want to read another freaking book. I don't want to go to another Zoom. I don't want to talk to anybody else. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm beat up. I'm tired. I just want to lay down. Almost like on a daily basis. But you know what? I can't. I get up and do things. Why? Because I understand growth is continuous, it's endless, and it's gradual. I gotta put in the freaking work every day. My 3 rules: show up, learn something, move the needle. That's how you become successful. You show up every freaking day. Continuously. You show up. You learn something. You don't just show up like, what do you show up in the day for? My whole thing when I start my lives is my thing is that you squeezed more out of your day. What does that mean? That means you didn't get beat up by the day. You beat up the day. You got more out of it. That's what that whole thing means. So I gotta get up. I gotta go to the gym when I have, like right now, after this live, I'm gonna go to the gym. I've had one meal, and that was 2 broiled eggs in the morning, and that didn't last very long in my system. So basically, all day I have had nothing. Nothing. Okay? Very, very low in energy. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if I lost another half a pound. Seriously. Right? But you know what? F that. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to drag my ass to the gym. I'm going to do what I have to do. And I'm going to say, you know what? We got it done today. And that's all you want to do. And then you continue tomorrow. And then you don't end it endless. And then you understand that it's gradual. It's little by little that's going to happen. I know I'm getting a little stronger. Lost my strength last week a bit. But you know what? Here we are. B Money. What's cracking like it? Hopefully you catch the replay because I'm about to wrap this up. So, 3 points about growth. Stop beating yourself up. My mentor, Ray Higdon, the man is the man is brilliant. Okay, he says, I love what he says. He says, and I'm paraphrasing because I can't say exactly what he said, but he says, you know what? The time you take to beat yourself up, you could take that time and actually do something productive. Let me say that again. The time you take to beat yourself up, that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hour, that turns to a whole day that you go around beating yourself up, because I did that for a whole month and a half after the breakup and all that stuff. Almost 2 months, I beat myself up every day. I was very unproductive, very unhealthy to myself. And this is actually the first time I'm saying it like that, but I was very unhealthy to myself. And that's when I decided I gotta get off my ass and go to the gym. And start changing stuff and start working on the growth, right? Vascan, how are you? Good to see you, right? Hopefully you catch the replay, the beginning. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm sorry, Brad. I know how tough it is, man. You know how I feel about that, and saying I'm sorry. I don't believe in saying I'm sorry, so all I can throw at you is peace, blessings, and tranquility. That's all I can do for you. Hey, Vascan, if you want to join in, we got to talk before I bring you on, because I obviously I want it, I want it planned. So to wrap everything up, 3 points. Keep these in mind about growth. It's continuous, it's endless, and it's gradual. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. Drop your thoughts, your comments below. Throw my boy Brad some prayers if you would. He lost a very dear friend. Very unfortunate. So throw him some prayers. Throw your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. Amy, oh man, hopefully you catch the replay. I'm about to bounce off. If you feel this was worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do, share, and until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.